So good morning class. Our next topic is Apache Hadoop framework. As we have known, I've discussed about the big data part, and in the previous class I defined there are a number of frameworks available in the market. For example, the Cassandra, the Apache Spark, and the Hadoop. In your syllabus, it is Hadoop is mentioned. So we are starting the Hadoop part, Apache Hadoop framework. What it is. Hadoop is a framework that allows us to store and process large data sets in parallel and distributed fashion. So if we talk about the Hadoop, basically we are having the two categorization. The first one is the HDFS part, that is the Hadoop distributed file system, and the second one is the MapReduce system. So in HDFS, what we are doing is that we are basically storing our data. The storage is been done in the distributed file system only, and in the MapReduce, the processing has been done. That means allows the parallel and distributed processing. So first we will discuss about the HDFS, that is the Hadoop architecture we will discuss first. So in Hadoop, what basically we having the two parts. That is, the first one is the master part and the second one is the slave architecture. I will try to explain the concept of master slave architecture or the Hadoop architecture by an example. For example, there is a company who is having a project manager. The project manager is dealing with the people of the companies under him. Basically, he is having the four persons under him: the John, the Alice, the James, and the Bob. Each and every person is assigned some project. For example, the John is assigned the project A, the James is assigned the project B, the Bob is assigned the project C, and the Alice is assigned the project D. And all these data has been stored in the metadata. In the metadata, that which project has been assigned to which person has been defined in the metadata. So what is metadata? As you all know, it is data about the data. So all the information about the project has been stored in the metadata part. But the problem occurs here is that, for example, the Bob want to leave the job, or he want to take a leave for some time from the company, and he said that he is not able to complete the project. He has only partially completed the project, and due to some reason he is unable to continue the job for at least 1 week. So the project manager get worried, as he wants to deliver the project timely to the customer. He want to make delays in the project. So the project manager get upset, get tensed. So what the solution he was trying to identify is that he talked to the rest of the people who are working on the rest of the project. So he simply went to the John, and he asked the John that how is the project going on and how much coverage of the project has been completed. So John felt happy that the project manager is asking about the project, and he's responding in a very positive manner. But the next question asked by the project manager is that as your project A is running very smoothly and it is around to be complete, so please also deal or handle the project C, as the Bob is leaving the job for a week. So John said, why I should take the project, as I'm already having the project A, why should I take the project C? So the project manager defines that, okay, I will provide you some more perks, some more extra money, or extra benefits by the company, by which, and of course, the more what should I say, the more perks or more whatever benefits the company can give to you will be given by the company itself. So please take the projects, and I definitely will get a hike on that project. So John accepted the proposal, and in our metadata, the data gets stored. That means what the project manager did is that, from the previous part, he started storage of the data, that which person can work on which kind of project. That means, for example, the John can work on project A and C, the Alice can work on project D and A, the James can work on project B and D, the Bob can work on the project C and B, and all the storage is easily can be done in the metadata also. And if any of the persons get failed or able to not continue the job, or they can leave, so the project will not get affected. Some other person definitely can take over that project, and that project completion can be easily done. So in this example, the master node is the project manager. The project manager is your master node, and rest of the employees who are working under the master node are your slave. They are basically the slave nodes. So talking about the architecture, we are having a master node and we are having the slave nodes. That means the master node is the project manager, and all the rest of the employees are your slaves nodes. Thank you so much.